Bottle top. Wake.
No, don't worry about it.
No, fuck, you don't want to be.
We made it. Well, we made it. We made it. We're on anchor at Anchorage. We're just chilling out with the dogs. We're going to have a celebratory gin. Diesel doesn't know what to think, but everything went fairly well. No complaints.
John was late.
We did blow a fair bit of soot out the exhaust pipe, and the motor did change note a couple of times, so I think I've got some serious valve clearance adjustments to do. But other than that, we were steaming along, not hard out, but 6.7 knots, towing the reef runner, which was on a short rope, so that wouldn't have been helping much.
You can't go
yeah.
away.
So we're just going to chill out and work it out tomorrow and go on the mooring.
Where do you want to go, Diesel?
He wants to go.
We pulled up last night, of course, after leaving Mott. Parked up down at Anchorage, Torrent Bay. Woke up to a beautiful morning. We didn't go on the mooring last night. Plus it's rougher in there than it is out here. Anyway. Oh, no incidences. Oh, these two guys, they want to go and have a Jimmy Riddle on the beach. We didn't shake anything loose. Pretty uneventful trip. Right. Well, I'm going to get the boat. Take these dogs. We'll see how we go. Took the guys over to Torrent Bay. Had a run around in the lake. I didn't get off. I didn't want to get wet feet. Diesel, however, though, fell in the tide and started swimming to shore when we came back, and he tried to jump in the hole there. Well, he didn't quite make it, and off he went. So he's had a swim already. Trooper, big boy, hey? Yeah, who's the man? Who's the man? Yeah. So, what happened last night? Well, the old Gardner gave a bit of a cough and a chuff and a poof at some stage. And there were sparks and carbon flying out the exhaust periodically at one stage. But what I've surmised is that one's not good, and that one's good, and that one's... Anyway, there's 3 out of the 5 that are good. So I've got to go and set some tappets, because I think our clearances have changed, and we've had a bit of a decarb and all that sort of carry on, because it hasn't been bloody run for so long, or that hard probably for a while. So I'm going to go in and check the valve clearances today while it's cold. Not that it's cold yet, because it's about as cold as it's probably ever going to get. So I'll do that. We're just running on our batteries at the moment. We're drawing 9 watts a load, and we got 91%. Yeah. Oh, fuel burn. Home to Torrent Bay. 100 mil, if that. Yeah, that's economic. Righto, well, I'll get down to the task at hand. I'll probably show you halfway through what's happening, but I'll take that plate off there. That lets me give a look at the marks on the flywheel. Take the tops off these things, which is pretty easy. Look, this one here is easy because I've just had it as an example. Boom. Got that like that. Doing this one-handed. Look at that. Plenty of oil lubricating it. I don't know where it's... Oh, look. That's almost like that one's on top dead centre, maybe. It's close to it. Anyway, we'll go through that. Yeah. Bloody. Right. I've got to spin that round till I get a mark coming up in here. I don't know. Whoa. Two and 7 at 21 degrees. The mark's there, so I've just gone past the mark. Well, that should be bang on enough, really. 2 and 7. Let's check it. Find out which one it is. Because it'll only be one of them. I'd actually number these, because I believe that they don't go back in the same spot. They're bugged. Right. Well, it's not that one. So it must be this one. That's nice. That's not nice. I wonder if I can turn that by hand. Most of that ticking noise is the bloody injector pipe. No diesel leaks. Pretty okay with that. Second day of the maiden voyage. Brilliant. Already don't want to go home. Righto, anchored up last night. That's the result. It's pretty good. Got a bit of shit on there, so we'll get that off before we clean it and squirt it off. All action. Not much has changed. We're cruising. Probably doing 6 knots, reef runner on the back. Jono's on watch. We're going out for a fish. The dogs are telling me they want to poo. We've had a couple of coffees. Turned that into a workshop again. That was, you know, Joe wasn't very impressed with that. Diesel, he's second mate at the minute. Yeah, no fish there. Righto, out the back. Morning, Joe. There she is, housekeeping. Cleggy, we fixed the leak, but the compressor died, I think, so we're going to look at that today and blow that up because we need that. That there will go again, I guess. That's how we're travelling. Bit of a zigzag because I was Jono, you know. Shit, snow. Well, we'll go there, that and that and that. Anyway, go up top. Oh, this is where I'm trying to make the dogs. Want to have the dogs to have a bloody shit in a wee here and hose it out. Who knows, might become permanent. Joe's been in the hammock. Stores are good. Bit of a boat fridge. Nothing's rolled around. Our compressor's a bit dodged. Engine room there. Haven't had to use the fan. The circulation's pretty bloody good. Look at that. Oh, fuck Gardner. Oh. Still got solar panels to sort out. Be helpful. Yeah. What a day. Gardner power. Love it. Right. Got to turn my angle light off. See our little thing here. Just glows. Let's leave it hanging there. We'll use that tonight. Ooh, yeah. Gable Island in the distance. Right, we're going deep in the engine room. I'm going to plug that in. There you go. Right, what I've got to do, look here. I'm down to here on the diesel. I'll turn that on. That lamp might stop the flickering. A little bit. We're down to here. We're going to top it up. We're going to do it with our machine over here. That there, but can't really. I've got to get a water. That didn't make much difference. Got to get a water supply. Which is that water supply. I'm going to go and find an end for that. I'll be back. Right. I got yeah. Might see enough of how it works. But something like that. I guess. I'd call that 720 RPM, 7.7 to call it 7 knots. See if I can get any more out of it. Nah, she's flat out at 7.5. And it'll pull 7 knots. So what we're going to do, run it at 700 revs. 700 revs is giving us between 7, 6, so we call it close enough to 7 knots if we had a bum scrub. 7 knots, 700 revs. Now, she's tuned up to do 1,000 revs, flat gallop. So, 1,000 revs flat out. So we've got to take a bit off the prop. Talk to Warwick about that. Anyway, we're heading to there. And we'll get there in the end. Riverday. See you, Doctor.
Well, here we are on the second Maiden voyage. Looking around, we're steaming. Lovely day. Look at that. coming in here. Joe's on the helm. Girl's fucking nervous. But Joe. Everything's going all right. There's Mr. Lapine and his pride and glory going with Reef Runner. Life of Riley, isn't it, eh?
Just about to pull up. We're just about to pull up at our bloody fishing spot. The block gave us the run around, and oh my God, we were halfway to Durval before we realised, hey, I don't think it's over here. And we were only 10 nautical miles out, Aaron, thanks. Anyway, so I jumped on the reef runner and looked at it on my chart, photographed the dimensions, jumped back on here, and now we put them into the old avionics and we're off there now. I reckon we're 20 minutes out. One here, and it goes on the helm and charge, and I'm just going to relax before I do it.
Alright. We'll go
The
back.
runner's playing the game, and I'm still even taught the dogs how to piss on the boat yet. You want to take that, Jono?
Right.
Thank you.
Going back up here. Joe's
Joe heard drinking.
no. Joe's taking charge of everything. Maybe put that to the side. And there we go.
He does it.
Rightio. Lovely day, lovely weather, flat arse. See you later.
He's keen. You're the man. You're the
Just throwing the
supervisor.
first fish back.
The supervisor.
Hey, have we got any more squid?
Yeah.
Well, that's hardly enough for a big fish.
Come down. What's going on here?
Huh?
You right, B?
But, hey, turn that off because
No, hang on.
day 3, going to Nelson. Gonna just knock up a plan there so I can give them the measurements for the strops. Had a dive on the boat and had a look. Joe's cooked the mammoth feed. Diesel wants some, but he doesn't. Sun up the back. Things are pretty leisurely. Yeah, we gave it a wind up yesterday after its little top end tune. What have we? 834 revs continuous we were pulling. Supposed to do 1,000, really.
So we tied the ring.
But yeah, I know we can tell we've got a dirty bottom and we're towing the reef runner and all that sort of stuff. But pretty close. I reckon we've got to knock a wee bit of pitch off. Still working on that. We'll give it another test run on the way home. Over here this afternoon. We'll see how we get on. But we're clipping along at the minute. That's 100 short, so that says we're doing 600, so we're like cruising at 700 RPM. So I'll go down and put the taco on that down in the engine room to see if it's legit. Righto. there I was just having a look at the exhaust temperatures on each pot. There was a couple of lazy ones, so I knew that I had to give it a wee tune up again. We burnt that much carbon off that the valve clearances had changed, and some were foofing out in and out of the intake side. So that there was just checking the temperatures, pick up the lazy ones just to see if everything was within cooey. Worked well. We ended up being 925 RPM open throttle with no load, and open throttle loaded we were 834 RPM, so we're actually only 90 short. So there was no black smoke evident anywhere, and can't really load it up anymore, so it was great. I don't think I have to repitch anything. Worked out well.